I think this was about 2004 or 5. The ATEP program came to my community, which is in Hobima, and I got to be part of this program, which is probably changed my life. In creating the awareness of that there's more than one way to move forward, and that's what I would attribute the ATEP program to.
So quickly, can you detail your experiences with the ATEP program, how the courses worked?
From my understanding, the way that what I learned was the lack of First Nations recognition in the classroom, the lack of First Nations teachers and the effects, and learning about stuff like the hidden agenda and what that is in the school environment, and becoming more aware for myself that the life that I was living down someone else's expectations, not my own. And that's one thing that I will attribute to the ATEP program for providing that insight.
And was the ability to connect to your community important for you with this program?
Yes. You know what? I don't think if I did my program in Hobima in my community, I think if I had done it here in Edmonton, it would. I don't think I would have made these connections, right away. I think I would have been more caught up in the maybe like the Western way of thinking stuff like that.
So, with this being the 10th anniversary, looking forward, what do you see next for this program, for yourself, in general?
I would like to see I guess the value that I would like to see is sharing more about Indigenous perspective, Indigenous thought, Indigenous learning, things like that people can be more aware of, and so it's more acceptable. So like the First Nations people are not always marginalized and stuff like that. So like to really branch out.
Definitely, and the idea that these perspectives are for everyone. It's not just for certain groups.
Right, yeah, for everybody. And I think that overall, that if people can, are willing to be open, and if they're willing to learn and to, be open to someone else's perspective, someone else's ideas, then I think overall that the strength of a community, will be a lot, better for everybody, not just a few, but for everyone.
Now that you're done, what opportunities do you have that you didn't have before doing this?
Oh, it's endless. It's endless. I can go anywhere with this degree. I classroom teach. Right now I'm doing the education support program at a junior senior high school. So it's wide open anywhere I want to go. If I want to go into the private sector, if I want to teach, I want to teach.
That's great. And as a current student, what type of prospects do you have looking forward? What ideas do you have?
I have 17 years of experience in an outreach setting. I have taught the Cree language for 17 years for the St. Paul School Division, but now I'd like to expand out. Like she said, there's endless opportunities. I think I would like to go back to an outreach setting in preferably my community, but if I find myself elsewhere, that's okay too.
So with this program, I guess what's kind of unique is that you're able to stay in your own community but obtain the degree, correct?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah.
So for both of you, was it important to be able to do that and to come back to your community afterwards?
I think for most Aboriginal people, we always come home. Mm-hmm. And so working in our home communities, going to school, and then working in our home communities was a huge draw. I mean, it was success.